the chat. According to this, I'm live. Isn't it funny how I start every stream with, "Hey, am I live?" And it turns out I usually am. Hey, I got chat. I can see myself on the screen. I got chat. Notch is drinking a cigar and whiskey. Critter Moto's here to make it happen, to crush it like it's never been crushed before. What up, Adam Baum? It is Friday night. It is live stream time. We are here in the Dork Cave, the Dorkade, the Dork Basement, the Dork Acropolis, the Dorkatorium. The Dork. Why don't I have any good jokes tonight? I ate dinner, I'm really full, and my brain is like, slow. It's very slow. What's up, friends? What are y'all, what are you sipping on tonight, friends? Anything? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? I'm sitting on my couch. It's pretty exciting. My dog is here. And tonight we're giving away some cool stuff. We're giving away some A to Z Composites carbon fiber parts for your motorcycle, including, check it, these are fork guards, and they can be sized to fit just about any off-road bike. So that is what we call a good prize for anybody. And we're also giving away two sets of 5-piece set of protection for a third-gen KLR 650. So if you have a KLR 650, my guess is your chances of winning tonight are quite good. Quite good. Y'all drinking Blantons? Damn, that's fancy. I didn't think I rated Blantons. I'm over here drinking Coors Light. Why doesn't that guy who makes Norden parts near Old House make stuff for the GS? Because, like, he has to design and manufacture them. He can't just, like, make everything. But, he's expanding. That is where my, Tenere is right now, because he's making parts for the Tenere. Squid, you bought a 500 EXT? Did you buy it from Matt? My boy Matt? Thank you, Tara Leray, for your help decorating the basement. Oh, yeah. It's good to be back, everyone. I almost said fellers, but there's other people. There's non-fellers here. Jake, I don't know Jake as well. I know Matt. He's a cool guy. But they do a brisk business out there at Power. They sell a lot of bikes. So good for them. Hope you got a good deal. It is not easy to get a good deal at Power. Eddie, I mentioned you in the video I filmed today, bruh. Yeah, I don't closed caption. I don't think works in real time. You can only use it on the replay. I did make a video on which bike I like more, Shamir. Sort of. It was the which bike did I pick for the Wobder. I've got a lot of content in the pipeline that I want to make. It just this summer super got away from me. So yes, that video is one I want to make, but I want to get out and ride them both quite a bit more to like refresh my memory. I've been like moving and doing all kinds of stuff, and then got 2 new motorcycles since then because reasons, and I got another bike today. It's not a motorcycle though, so don't get excited. But I did already crash it and do a backwards flip, and I got it on camera, so that's cool. Hey, Shamir, thanks for watching, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching. That's what it's all about. So, Critter Moto is going to help us out tonight. Critter's going to help us keep track of who wins. So, if you're not already subscribed to Critter Moto, it'd be really cool if you thanked him by going over to his channel and subscribing to it. He makes really fun CRF 250L moto camping exploring content. So you should go subscribe to Critter Moto. He'll type words, and so you can click on his name and go right to his channel, or just search for Critter Moto. But you should go give that guy a subscribe. Because he's the man. No deal. Yeah, Squid, you should always say you're friends with the Dork. Always. Say I sent you, and they'll give you like $1 off. I mean, it's nice that they don't charge freight and setup out there, but they just up the retail price, so sometimes it's a wash. So, yeah, what's everybody up to? Chat's a little slow so far. It's not a ton of people yet. It's almost like not doing it on my regular night is not good for it. Terabon, that's the place to be. Say hi to Smith Rock for me. I feel like this light makes me look really good, though. It's flattering. It's flattering. I feel flattered by the light. Vodka and Orange Crush. Good choice. Good choice. Well, I can actually show you what we're giving away. So first, fork guards. We got fork guards. I can actually probably take these out. That would be more compelling. More compelling. Let me show you the fork guard. Oh, Whistle Pig. That's good stuff. Editing Wobner vids. Go Eddie. What's up, Will Nate? Got some Kona, Jeremy? Nice. So, carbon fiber fork guard. These things are light. Like, these boxes keep showing up, and I'm like, is it empty? And I open it, and I'm like, oh, it's carbon fiber. That's why it's so light. But check this out. Check out what he can do, because he can actually screen print on carbon fiber. Oh, check it. Check it. I should have opened these ahead of time, but look at that. Screen printed on a fork guard. The length for my 450L. My logo. That's pretty sick. So, we're giving away 6 sets of fork guards tonight. 6. And all you have to do is tell him what bike you have, and he'll make sure it fits. So that's a thing. He's also got... So, like, these are WP branded, see? Because these are for the, like, a 500 EXCF. So, you know, you just got yourself an EXCF. You could win yourself some WP branded fork guards. And then he's also got... Oh, and I'm supposed to mention, and it's worth mentioning, this is a carbon fiber end cap for an exhaust. And he actually makes... So his company, this company A to Z Composites, makes all the carbon fiber end caps for all the FMF exhausts. So it's not his first foray into the power sports industry. And in fact, this company makes... they make drone parts for the military and carbon fiber jet ski hulls and all that stuff. So he's been doing this for a while. But he's just getting into... Or, well, expanding, I should say, his power sports acumen. I want to show you the KLR parts. So here's what we have for the KLR. We have, these are the shroud guards for the outside. Pretty sweet. And there's a rear brake reservoir guard. Look at that. See? Ooh. Oh, straight carbon fiber. And then he also makes, well, the fork guards, so that you get fork guards too. So you get 2 shroud guards, a rear reservoir guard, rear brake reservoir guard, and 2 fork guards, a 5-piece set. So we're giving away 2 of those if you have a KLR, and we're giving away 6 sets of just fork guards. Sick. Ooh, sick. But it's only Gen 3 KLRs, so if you don't have a Gen 3, you know. Sharp Pampers, thank God you're here. I'm desperate for you to win this because I know you at least have a 3rd Gen KLR. And I happen to think it's the sweetest one ever made. Sweet Andrew. What do you think? Should we do a giveaway? Let's give away a set of fork guards right now. Critter, are you ready to write this down? So we're going to give away a set of fork guards. So you have to be US or Canada. And you have to be willing to email Charles to tell him what bike you have so he can make sure you get the right size. But these 10-inch ones are sized for basically all, you know, like a 500, 450, all dual sport and dirt bikes. So, can be done. You may have to measure it and send it to him at the outside. So let's do it. Let's try it. I gotta make sure the bot's awake tonight. Okay, let's see. Is it gonna work? 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 Yes, it's working. A to Z. Thanks, bot. So exclamation point enter enters you into the drawing. And if you win, you have to be willing to communicate with me. Send me an email at dork@dorkandtheroad.com, and then I will connect you with Charles, and you have to give him your information. It doesn't just show up on your door. So you have to be willing to communicate. Some people don't like that part, so. Thanks, Shaquille Wilson. Exclamation point enter. That's how you enter. Just an exclamation point is not enough. You forgot the enter. Must be exclamation point enter. So, everybody should, thank Charles for, he's so generously donated all this stuff for us. And, oh, crap. And if you go to his website, there's a link in the description. I think I remember to put one. You can save 15%. Promo code Dork in the Road. So, there you go. Even if you don't win, save 15%. Nice of him to give us a discount and send us a bunch of stuff. They'll work on your 690. Yeah. You may have to measure your forks so he can make sure they're the right size, but they will work, yes. Hi, Trixie. Welcome to the party. We are having a live stream right now. I am excited. I don't really want you on my lap right now. Yeah. What are you doing? You're being obnoxious. Yep, it's already up there. Leif, you can buy all, and they have he's got a skid plate coming for the KLR too. Carbon fiber. Pretty sweet. Trixie says hi, everyone. She's here. This couch is actually not that comfortable. The angle is super weird. I'm like having to engage my core to lean forward. It like makes you want to slouch. I'm gonna have to sit on my legs, I think. Oh boy, let's see what happens. Extreme close-up. That's slightly more comfortable. Groovy. Groovy. We'll see. It's gonna be a lot of shifting around, I can already tell. Yeah, sweet. Carbon fiber for your color. Alright. It's not working. What the flip? Excuse me. Let's do, oh, because I forgot an O. There, I fixed it. Oh, and he's got a 5-year guarantee on everything. It's A to Z Composites.com. The description, or the link should be fixed. Thank you for pointing that out, Lex Steve. Alright, let's pick a winner. Some closing entries. And the winner is J. Pauly. There, he slapped those bad boys on your bras. So you need a 9.5 inch. He knows that because I just put some on my bras. And they need to be slightly smaller in diameter. So you got to email me, J. Pauly. So email me. Critter, you got to make sure I don't give away too many. That's mostly what I'm concerned about. There are 6 sets of fork guards and 2 KLR kits. I'm hoping to get the number up before we do the KLR kit. Yeah. What's up, Adam? It's a place to be. My kid's at South right now. Ugh. Would a Versus X300 be suitable for Wobder? I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice. There's some sections I wouldn't want to do on it. You could do 80% of it fairly easily, but just any those cast wheel bikes with limited ground clearance, and it's got okay ground clearance, but I can't imagine doing Baby Head Hill on that. I can't. So I would take the bypasses, and you could probably do most of it. Cleveland Mountain would be interesting, and those questions are so hard to answer because it depends on how good of a rider you are. Like Tim, my buddy Tim, could ride it on anything. He could ride it on a freaking Fat Boy. But I could have the best bike on earth and I would still struggle. So, it's hard to say. Kind of depends on you. It is not the most capable adventure bike of all time. But it is a great bike to start on. You'd be better off on a KLR, capability-wise. I would much rather do the Wobber on a KLR. Yeah. Just get a lot of momentum for the really steep sections. Or just lug, because you can't kill a KLR. Can't kill it. Yeah, how many Gen 3 boys do we have in here? I know at least one. What vid was I out filming today? I actually filmed it yesterday, Eddie. Or, yeah, and I edited it. Finished editing it today. Yeah. Yes, filmed it yesterday, edited it this morning. It was my camping gear for the light dual sport camping gear. What I took on that trip. I took this just the other night. Hell yeah, everybody go sub to Critter. All you watching the replay, you gotta go sub to Critter_Moto. CRITTER_MOTO. Critter Moto. What kind of updates are you looking for, Lex? I have built some trail, but it is slow going, and I haven't had a ton of time, so I'm working on killing blackberries, getting some trails cleared, and trying to just get access to the back of the property, which I have now. So I have had limited time, but I have built some trail. Not enough that I feel like it's worth making a video yet. I'm working on getting a campsite going right up here on the hillside that's pretty close to the house so that I can test camping gear like all year round. I didn't, Garrick, but I'm not surprised that the cross-country stuff that he does would not be fun on a KLR. He's already gotten rid of it. What did he get? It's sweet, Don. It's a sweet bike. I love that 450L. What's up, killer? Oh, excuse me. I did find, so I've been kind of just poking around following the deer trails, and I found like a half a deer skeleton with a skull it was a forked horn. So I'm gonna hang it up out there and make that a campsite because that's pretty cool. Camp forked horn, that's a thing. Oh, I'm never gonna use this fireplace. It is purely decorative. I don't want to deal cleaning the chimney and all that. So, I need to clean it because it's gross as hell. He got a Triumph. Nice. I actually haven't watched Andor yet, Choir Boy. I'm kind of waiting for it to come out so I can watch it all at once. I don't feel like I have to see it every week, like with Obi-Wan and some of the other shows. Just like, I haven't watched She-Hulk yet because I was waiting for it to be done, and apparently there's like super cool stuff in the last episode, so I gotta get on that now. Fortunately, it's only, 8 half-hour episodes, so, it's a day. Half a day. The Silver Bullet. It was really good to get out camping this week. I went camping with Tim and Travis. And we actually ended up, so there's going to be a video, but we ended up at the campground at LC Falls because we thought we could have a campfire, because they're not allowed, so you can't have a campfire dispersed, but you can have campfires in the campground. And the campground was pretty empty, so we just went to the campground. We didn't really see any other people. It was nice. It wasn't loud like it normally is. But I put money in, like when I paid for the site for them to bring me some firewood or whatever, and the camp host wasn't there, and there was no firewood. So I paid for firewood that we didn't get, and we sort of had to like I say we. I did a circle of the campground, couldn't find any wood, and gave up on it because I was trying to like scavenge it from like other campsites. Sometimes people will leave it behind. And then I was like, guess we're not having a fire. And Trav was way more determined than that. So he like went down the hiking trail and found some down branches and brought them back. And we had a little fire. But was not what we were expecting. But in the morning, or let me back up. In the nighttime, Trav was like, do you want some chips? And I was like, no. And he threw the bag of chips to me in the dark. And it just fell on the ground. So when we woke up, there was chips on the ground. And there was these little black and white birds just like swarming. So Tim wasn't up yet, so Trav took some of the Doritos and put them on his tent, and the birds started, like, landing on his tent, and, like, eating them, and all I could hear from the tent was, what the fuck? And then Tim's hand comes up, like, shooing him off the top of his tent, but they just kept coming back. They were relentless. That was good times. I got that on video, and then I smashed my camp table, my favorite little end table. You cannot Captain Morgan stand on a flimsy little aluminum table, sadly. It will not hold your weight. Animals. Tim is a cool guy who was frequently available to go camping, so we see some Tim. You'll see some Tim. Interesting. I wonder... I mean, I'm so stoked there's 60 people here, but it is low. I wonder, is it the end of the season? Is it... everyone's watching nothing? There's nothing on tonight. College football's tomorrow. I don't know. Nobody wants to win free stuff. That's fine. How late into the season do I feel like I will be moto camping? As long as the weather is good. So, another week. I will go when the as long as it's not like pouring down rain, and it's almost never below freezing at night around here. So it's just all the campgrounds are closed. So I end up, wild camping, which is fine, but it's sometimes hard to find a way. So I like to try to camp, maybe not year round, but I was literally camping on December 1st last year. In a yurt, admittedly, but I would do that again. And so I'm hoping to not really stop. I camped in February this year because we had a weirdly warm weekend. It was like 70 degrees. It was cray. So I have a video on the Triumph 12 the farts. The Tiger 1200 Rally Pro. I have a video, test ride video. I just took the Honda on Overnight Squid. That's what I had this week. John, you got yourself a 300? Sweet bike. Sweet bike. I hope to be back in 2023, ride the Kootenays. But, see if they invite me back. They're like, you did the same presentation twice. And I was like, no, there's a different ending. They didn't say that. They didn't care. Let's give away some more stuff. I feel like giving some stuff away. Let's give away another set of fork guards. So, if you have a motorcycle that goes off-road, you should try to win these fork guards. Here, I'll put one on my head so you know what you're winning. Ugh. There you go. Exclamation point enter. To enter to win. 2, not 1, 2 fork guards. But you have to promise to email me if you win. Alright. What is the secret Tenere mission? Well, I made a what did I make? A TikTok and an Instagram reel about it, and I posted it on Facebook. But I didn't put it on here because YouTube Shorts, everyone hates them, so I don't do them. But he's working on some foot pegs first, and then maybe panty racks, and what else did he say? Foot pegs for sure. Oh, he was looking at the gas cap, because it has the jankiest gas cap, dude. So janky. So janky. USA and Canada only, I have to say that. Sorry, guys. I don't make the rules. I always ask. We actually added Canada just for Critter. These things are so light. Like, it's like... feels like crappy plastic, but this stuff is very strong. Had a carbon fiber skid plate on my DRZ for a while, and it took some abuse. I definitely abused that thing, man. I definitely jammed it on some rocks and stuff as I was learning to ride very technical terrain on the old Durs. Missed that bike. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Andrew would love to do more stuff, but he literally has to design and then do a production run, and then it's like if he diversifies too much, he's not selling enough of each individual thing to make it worth. Because there's a lot of work to reset and start making a different part. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to just make a big batch of the same part. And he's the only guy out there. He's working the machines, setting the machines, loading the machines, unloading the machines, packaging all the things. He does a lot, so he's got to streamline the process as much as he can. There's talk of maybe expanding. Like I said, the Tenere is a beginning. I don't know when I'm planning a ride with Critter in Vancouver. Hopefully next year. I really want to come up there. Really want to check it. I would love to host Jacob here. It's a long ride for him, but he's welcome. He is welcome. I'm going to Baja. Did I tell you guys that? Ride Adventures invited me to come do their Baja tour, and they're doing... So they have different levels this year. So, I don't know if you saw, Adam Sandoval went and did... he went and did the Baja tour with Ride Adventures, but it was mostly pavement because that was the group that he was with. But you can pick like a level 2, level 3, or a level 4. And so after training with them, Tyler was like, you should come do the level 4. You'll be fine. So I'm going to try to do the fun level 4 Baja tour with them. That'll be awesome. So actually, once I figure out what dates I'm going, I'll tell you guys, because there'll be room for other people to come on the tour. So if other people want to come and ride Baja with me and Tyler and the gang, we can totally do that. It's not cheap, but it will be totally fun and worth it. I would love to do more with Big Rock. He's just a ways away, so we have to kind of be at the same place. Bowtie, you're in Gaston? Every time I drive through there, I think it's Gaston, but it's Gaston, right? That's how people say it. What did I miss most from my ADV camping that didn't make it in the dual sport loadout? Paper towels was the one thing that I was like, how am I supposed to dry off my... man, I've had one beer. My jet boil. Stuff like that. Yeah, Eddie, you should come. I'll tell you when I pick the dates, man. Actually, Eddie, you should message me on Instagram. I have something else I need to talk to you about. That probably shouldn't be public. I'm going to see if I can multitask enough to send it to you. So far, I'm failing miserably. Yep, this is not good Instagram. Or not good multitasking. The sock. Oh, man. All right, let's pick a winner. Let's pick a winner. And the winner is... Will Nate, 35. You have won a set of carbon fiber fork guards from A to Z Composites. Make sure that you guys check out their website. It's in the description. You can save 15% with promo code Dork in the road. Pretty sweet. So you're going to have to email me. I will put you in touch with Charles, and you can tell him what bike you have and what you need. What you need. That's what you can tell him. I gotta get another beer. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't have to go that far. It's just right over there. See, can you guys see the layout down here? So see this right here? That's a bar that I bought for the basement. And then this is a Coors Light bar mirror that I got on Facebook Marketplace for $35. 35 bucks. And then this up here. So over here, this is so hard in reverse. Nope, this way. Right there. There's a window, and it's full of whiskeys. Pretty cool. And these are windows, and that's my Army of Darkness poster over there. So I'm going to go over behind the bar where the beers are and get one, and I'll be right back. Eddie, the cost of entry is 1 or more neon beer signs for my bar. How about that? Or not. Or not. Mostly kidding. Also, everybody, Critter is helping us out tonight, keeping track of all the winners and helping keep me on track, which if you've ever been to a live stream before, you know is a full-time job. So make sure you go subscribe to Critter's channel. Click over to Critter Moto and give him a subscribe. He's over there making beautiful content on his 250L in Canada and moto camping and exploring and you know, just showing you the wonders of our neighbor to the north. So make sure you subscribe to his channel. You should probably subscribe to Eddie, too. I'm really bad at multitasking right now. Diet Course, that's how it's done. Yeah, cheers to Critter. Everyone cheers. Here's to Critter. He actually bailed on a meeting with a client so he could come keep track of my live stream tonight. Well, one Oregon Critter. There's only one Army of Darkness film. But if you mean in the series, my favorite's still Army of Darkness. Evil Dead 2 is a very close second. All right, the Coots. What up, Soils? What up, Soils? You just missed out. You could have won fork guards for your 2-stroke, bruh. You did not win. Yeah, the stripper pole's over there, Bowtie. It's off camera. Oh, you guys can't see the arcade, but it's right there. I've been like scouring Facebook Marketplace and Walmart clearance, so it's expanded a little. For sure. For sure. Eddie, you might be able to carpool with Trav if you talk to him. Just throwing it out there. You guys don't live too far apart. Thanks, Soils. It's coming together. It's not done yet. I got a big stack of boxes. You can actually see them in the corner right here. This is all like my action figures and collectibles and stuff, because I don't have any shelving down here yet, so I don't have any place to put it. So that stuff is still in boxes, but everything else is unpacked. All the stuff is on the walls. You can't see, but like this is the Marvel wall, and then Star Wars walls over there, and arcade. This is the console gaming area. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I need a Dork in the Road Mando helmet, bro. That's how it's done. Nice, Squatch. I have made some trails, but time has been limited, and it is literally, no shit, 6-foot high blackberry briars that I have to whack through. So what I've been doing is kind of making access trails, and then I bought a backpack sprayer and a shit ton of Roundup, and I've been out there just spraying the blackberries, because this is the time of year for mature blackberries that they're sort of absorbing all the nutrients and taking them back in their roots. It's the best time of year to spray them to actually kill them. So I've been trying to like kill a lot of them. Well, I have a real brick wall right there, dude. So I'm trying to kill them because I'm trying to make a campsite and then some trails, some riding trails. Critter, you're welcome, dude. Come on down. You know that. You can work for room and board. I'm running out of carpentry projects, honestly. Am I? Yeah, ish. You could help me build shelves. I need some shelves. Do I pay attention to the EICMA rumors? I mean, that Transalp 750, man. Like, no shit, if there's a Transalp 750 announced, I will pre-order that. I don't know what bike I'm going to sell to pay for it. I don't have a plan. But I'm going to pre-order that shit. Definitely. It's a problem because I really love all my bikes right now. Yeah, my kid actually really wants to get goats, but you have to like take care of them. And she's only here half the time. Oh, that pump is loud. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear the pump? So we have a well and we have a pressure tank, and that's the pump for the pressure tank. Yeah, my big fear with that Transalp is that they're gonna announce it and it's gonna be 505 pounds. Somehow the same weight as the Gen 1 Africa Twin. And I'm gonna be like, damn it! Because the Transalp 750 should come in about 460 or less. It needs to compete with the Tenere, but that's not what Honda does. They overbuild everything, and so it always just ends up being a little heavier. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. If you can get in the 450 pound range, we got ourselves a hell of a machine. I got the super strong Roundup. It's working, but yes, I hear crossbows where it's at. Yeah, Logan, it looks a little bit like the NC750X, which I don't like. But I'll reserve judgment until I can see one in person. Dude, you guys, that reminds me. Speaking of seeing one in person, Andrew, our buddy Andrew Vanash, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but he's getting a Desert X. So he said I could maybe borrow it and do a little bit of review action. And that could be sweet. It could be really sweet, actually. It'll be wintertime, but I don't give a shit. Yeah, right. The leaked pictures, like they have to be close to an announcement if they're out there testing the damn thing. If there's a prototype. So let's hope. And unfortunately, it means I have to go to one of the local Honda dealerships, and I don't like any of them. Yeah. The one in Eugene used to be good, but they got bought out, so I hear they're not as good anymore. I don't really like the Albany dealership. I've had bad deals there before, and I definitely... Cycle Country in Salem is the absolute worst motorcycle dealership on the planet. So, I won't even go in there to look at gear or bikes anymore. They do crazy things. Like, they add a reconditioning fee to a used bike, so, like, I called about a Grom one time, and I think it was listed for like $3,500, and I was like, so what's the out the door price? And they're like, well, let's see, it's $35 plus we have $1,000 reconditioning fee. I was like, oh, so it's $45? What the hell is that? Nobody does that. Dumb. Where are you at, Squatch? Down south? Cali? Yeah, the Albany dealership's okay. They're not my favorite, but that's just I negotiated a deal and came back, and the paperwork had a different number on it one time, and I wasn't super happy about that. But they did try to make it up to me by giving me a deal on the next bike I bought. Yeah, Logan, I'd be really interested to see what the long-term viability of those Touaregs is, because that was a fun bike to ride. But the nearest dealership is 5 hours away, so that's a problem when there are other comparable bikes that are available. What's 2,4-D, Soilsman? What do you add to Roundup to make crossbow? I'll just put a bunch of diesel in it. That's what my stepdad used to use. Oh, there's Lando. Oh no, that's Poe. Remember the kitten that I let my wife get so I could get a DRZ? That's him. He's huge. He's so big. What's up, Jose? Good to see you. Where'd you go, Poe? I scared him away. Okay, how many, out of curiosity, how many Gen 3 KLR owners do we have right now? How many of you have a Gen 3 KLR or know someone who does and would enter the giveaway if I did one right now? I've had no issues with my Norden, except I had to tighten down the hose clamps on the radiator. On the first ride, that was it. Excuse me. Notch, that's a good question, and the answer is complicated because I feel like the new ones are really expensive. But if you can get a Gen 1, like I bought mine for $9,500, sold it for $9,500, absolutely worth it. Is a new one worth $17,000 or $18,000? I don't know. You're getting into GS territory with that, so it's hard to say. They're expensive. Because the new twin, the base model twin, is more than a Norden, and the Norden is more motorcycle. Dandelion Killer. Okay. We got at least 2. 3, 4. Yeah, KLR is a great bike. A lot of people thought that because I sold mine, that meant that I thought it sucked or something. Not at all. I just wasn't blowing my skirt up, and I had to get the fundage liquid because I ended up buying 2 adventure bikes at once because I'm an idiot. So, you know. Sadly, these parts won't fit the older KLRs. It's just the Gen 3s, but... Alright, well, y'all are here. Let's give away a set. So here's what we're giving away. Let me show you before we do entries, before y'all get excited and the chat blows up. So, you know the shrouds on the side? You've got, like, the ones kind of on the corner on the side of the tank. So there's a guard for each of those. This is a 2-piece set. The fork guards. So they won't have a Dork in the Road logo on them, I guess, unless you request it specifically. But you get fork guards for your KLR. And where's the other one? This is the cover for your rear radiator guard. That is also carbon fiber. So that's what we're giving away for a Gen 3 KLR. So no offense to all of you who are here. I love you all. I'm sure you're very smart people. But I have the most issues with people entering giveaways they don't want to win or can't win. So I'm going to try to make this very super clear. This next giveaway is for people who have a Gen 3 KLR or who know someone who has a Gen 3 KLR. Please don't enter because you never win anything or because it would just be nice to win and you're not going to use it, because you're going to take that prize away from someone who would use it. And we want it to go to someone that's going to use it. That's the point of the giveaways, right? So please don't enter if you can't use a set of KLR Gen 3 parts or you don't know someone that you can give them to. Are we clear? Does that make sense? Have I covered my bases? Have I legally disclaimed enough legal disclaimers? Give me a thumbs up if you understand. And you guys are like 10 seconds behind me, so I'll wait. There's 4 more giveaways for the rest of you, but this one's just for KLR owners. 4 more. What's up, Elements? Good to see you. Oh, Squatch. You're pretty, I'm sure. You don't need to win to feel pretty. Just look in the mirror. Thumbs up. All right, we get it. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting the KLR owner giveaway. It won't say that specifically. You're just going to have to trust me. Okay. This one's for KLR owners. So Gen 3 KLR owners and people who love them, exclamation point enter to win yourselves a 5-piece set of carbon fiber accessories from our friends at A to Z Composites. Pretty cool. I thought the guy was going to kick in maybe 1 or 2 prizes, and he's like, how about 8? And I was like, okay, 8 sounds good. People like stuff. Well, Squid, if you win, you'll have to buy one. You'll have to. It's required. And you have to go buy it from Matt at Power and tell him I sent you. Okay, we're not just randomly entering. You're only entering if you have a KLR Gen 3. J. Pauly, is it Dork at dorkandtheroad.com? What's up, Wet Steps? Let me check it. Well, Will Nate got to me. So, you must be typing it in wrong, because I just got the other email. Alright, I'm going to close it, because random people come in and see everyone entering and think they need to enter, and then they enter to win something they can't win. Alright, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 of you. So the winner is Joel F. Congratulations, Joel F. You have won an A to Z Composites 5-piece KLR accessory set. So please tell me right now if you cannot use a KLR set so I can give it to one of the other people who entered. Please. If you can use it, that's awesome and congratulations. But please let me know, because all I have to do is hit the button again to draw for someone else if you can't use it. Joel, everyone's really happy for you. Am I happy for you? Joel, where are you at? Did you leave? Has Joel forsaken us? Look, everyone's so happy for Joel. Except Joel. I'm going to hold this stream hostage until you respond to me, Joel. This light makes my eyes look incredible. Alright, picking a different winner. This literally happens every time. Douglas Fisher, can you use a prize for Gen 3 KLR? It happens more often than you think. People get really excited about entering things. They get really excited. I mean, who doesn't like entering things? Interpret that however you like. What do you got, Douglas? You in? Is it for you? You about to win this or what? Douglas Fisher says, great. Is that acknowledging that you have a KLR? I hope so. I want you to win, bud. I don't think you would be able to bolt it on there, Soils. It doesn't work like that when it's custom made for a Gen 3 KLR. Excuse me. I'm trying not to belch loudly into the microphone, but... Alright. Awesome, Doug. Congrats. So please email me at dork@dorkandtheroad.com with... well, I just need your email address because I'm just going to give it to Charles and he'll reach out to you. So just email me so I have your address. That's awesome. Good. Congrats, Doug. Congrats. I'm completing that one. All right. Crushing it. Crushing it. Way to go, everyone. Way to go. I mean, is it fancy if it's free? So Blue Sky, somehow the 650L is one dual sport I've never ridden. I don't know how that happened or why. It's not like I've been avoiding it. I've actually never ridden a DR650 either. So it's definitely a bike that I know it's tall, but you know that's a bulletproof do anything machine. Kenpachi, if I could do a wheelie on the bras, I'd be impressed with myself. I think Adventure Daily managed to wheelie his, right? I think he did. Hold on, I have to text the Duck fan. Thank you, Critter. Thank you, Critter. Everyone, thank Critter for his help by going to his channel and subscribing. I told him I would pay him in shout-outs, and he like blew off an actual client tonight to come help, which was not my intention. So it'd be really cool if Critter ended up with a bunch more subscribers tonight, because he's really helping me out, because Trav bailed on me because he's out, well, doing Trav things. You know how he is. McLovin's not here. So, really the best person is Critter. I mean, I don't know if it's inside knowledge, Garrick, but they usually release them in January. I know that the NDA is lifted on Oregon February 1st. So Nathan is actually going to come be on my live stream in February, because it'll be the first Friday in February, to talk about it. So you guys will be among the first to know, to get really insider details from one of the architects of the route. Because Nathan's all about it. He wants to come talk about it. And I personally want to become like an expert on the Oregon BDR, like maybe even run tours on it and all that stuff. So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. Travis doing well. Yeah, I camped with him this week. So he is processing well. He's in good spirits. So he's a good guy. Yeah. He would be here. He's just out living his life, so that's a good thing. He's not here for a bad reason. He's not here for a good reason. Yeah. He's out doing stuff. Thanks, Elements of Adventure. Yeah, and then rumor has it, the next BDR will be, or at least, I shouldn't say next, one that they are working on right now that will be out soon is NorCal. And NorCal will be amazing because Lake Shasta, like all that beautiful country. And it's close, so it'll be easy for me to ride too. So NorCal's going to be sweet. Ready for that. I can't wait. Yeah, I got to find a way to lead tours, but not like legally be a tour guide. Like how Everride's tours, you're paying for videography. You choose the trails, he gives you his advice, but he's not guiding you, so that way he's not legally liable for you. I gotta find a way to be like, you're paying for a consulting fee, and I will also be riding the same places as you and available to consult, but I'm not a guide, or something like that. It's a whole different liability setup otherwise. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I can afford a lawyer by then, and they can tell me what to do. Yeah, they don't connect, Meerkat. I'm reasonably certain they don't. That's not a priority for them. I mean, it's not like... The thing is, when you get to the end of the Oregon BDR, it's going to be I-84, because that's the northern border of Oregon. So wherever it is, you just take I-84 down to Hood River and go across to Stevenson, and you're on the Wobbler. So it's not like it won't be connectable, but it's not going to end right there at the beginning of the Wobbler. I know that. Well, there's a river running through a really deep ravine that used to be a lake. What's up, Gary? You got a van? Jealous. Limpy wagon. I like it. I like it. I got a new job, by the way. You guys don't know this. I haven't mentioned this to anybody, but do I look like I'm Kate Winslet from Titanic right now? Paint me like one of your French girls. But I'm going to be helping Giant Loop out with some copywriting stuff, so I'll actually be using my English degree. So soon the website descriptions and like product, like the cards that come with the products and stuff will be written by me, or at least edited by me. Pretty cool. There it is. That's what you're paying me for, Leif. You're paying me to be your BDR companion. Just to be there to make you feel better about being on the BDR. You could unsubscribe and resubscribe, Leif. This light makes my eyes look amazing. I'm looking at the video. It's like, damn. That's for the after party. So, Squatch. So, some of you know that channel members and patrons. So you see our friends here with green names and the little icons next to their names, and also people that follow that are patrons. We'll do an after party. So I'll do 2 hours here, and then we'll switch over to an unlisted stream for just channel members and patrons. So that's a little nicer because there's less people chatting. It's easier to get your questions answered. And also by that time I've drank too much, and so the F-bombs are flowing. And we're just a little bit more loose on that because it's not public. So if you're interested, you know, you can become a channel member or a patron literally right now. It's $1 a month on Patreon, $2 here on YouTube, and you can come to the after party. And if you don't want to do that, you don't want to give me money, I don't blame you, because I wouldn't either. Who wants to give money to the guy posing like Kate Winslet on his couch? But, some of you do, and I appreciate it. So I like to hang out with y'all. E350, is that a diesel, Gary? That'll last you forever. I saw the coolest rig on Marketplace today, or yesterday. It's an old Toyota fire truck. It's a double cab, like a crew cab with a flatbed on the back. It's like a 97, insanely clean, 25,000 miles. 25? No, it was like 17,000 miles, but the guy wants 25K. Because it would be amazing to like build the back into like a sleeping area, and then you got the flatbed for your bikes and everything. That'd be a sweet go anywhere rig, but and it's a Toyota, so it will run forever, but not for 25K. Thanks. That's Duck Fan territory. Although you wouldn't believe what he got that 4Runner for. Because the guy really needed the money. I will tell you, he got it for $4,000 less than it was listed for. I have not done the Cabder. I hear the Cabder South is the worst BDR, most difficult. I did talk to Tyler at Ride ADV about it, and he said it is just sand, the whole beginning. And he said he did it with a group that wasn't super experienced off-road, so it was a real slog. Sand is not... I'm starting to feel less terrified of sand, but I wouldn't go so far to say I'm comfortable with it on a big bike. I'm fine with it on the smaller bike. Like on my 450L, it's no problem. On the DRZ, it was great, super fun. But on the big bike, you just start thinking about falling down. That thing's heavy. I have had bad experience in sand. That's how I tested my Corzals by dropping my Africa Twin in sand on my leg. That was fun. And I got stuck underneath my bike and couldn't get out. Yeah, I've heard New England's really hard, or in parts. Washington's supposedly like one of the 3 easiest, but sure in general, but not the hard parts. The hard parts are hard. If the others are worse than that, damn. Yeah, there's BDRs in the Northeast. There's the New England BDR, and there's the Mid-Atlantic BDR. Like the Holy Hand Grenade? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Meerkat. It works though, huh? 1, 2, 5. 3, sir. 3! Out of Wenatchee on the sand. Is that going up to Chumstick? Eddie? That moon dust shit? Can't remember. Is that Wenatchee? I don't remember. That might be Ardenvohr. Oh, thanks, Mike Simmons. You're probably not here. You're probably subscribed on a random video, but I still appreciate you. Hey, Chris. Things aren't bad. I'm a lucky guy. I get to make videos in camp and hang out with you guys for a living. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm working right now, and I'm about to go get a third beer, and then we'll do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway while I go get a beer. So here's what we're doing, Critter. Are you still here? So a set of fork guards, carbon fiber fork guards, just like this, except they won't say Dork in the Road on them. I guess you might be able to request that. I'm not really sure. They'll fit almost any adventure bike or dual sport bike, and you have to email me if you win, U.S. and Canada only, if you want them. But they're to protect your forks. They are cool. Oh, Beehive. Oh, you're talking about the washout? I don't remember a Super Sandy section up there. The only Super Sandy section I remember is the moon dust coming down off a chumstick, but we did it backwards, so it would be going up for anyone doing it in the right direction. I don't remember being scared shitless, which is how I am when I do sand, so, There was a kind of sandy, crappy section outside of Kashmir. At the end, so it would have been the beginning of Route 3 for Section 3 for you. It was the end of Section 3 for us. Beginning of Section 3 for us. From Kashmir to Wenatchee. Yeah, from Kashmir to Wenatchee. Is that what you're talking about? So it would have been coming out of Wenatchee for you. Yes, I do remember that. It was ruts like this deep and a bunch of sandy crap. And we did it first thing in the morning on my first day after we lost Trav. So it was just Tim and I. That was an interesting white knuckle morning. I was going to get a beer. I'm still going to do it. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. Oh. Here I am. Got a really long HDMI cable down here on the floor. It's like 25 feet long. So, it's got a bunch of loops because it's too long for what I'm using it for. And shit. And shit. Oh. I dropped this one earlier and it's still shaking up. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Trip. I love the new place, dude. I can't... It's amazing the things you don't realize are stressing you out until you're not in them anymore. Like, we lived on a pretty busy street, so you couldn't sit in the backyard and relax because it was just car. And it's so interesting to go outside here and it's just, like, not stressful in a way that it was at the other house, and I never even realized it. And I'm also not dealing with, like, ridiculous... Neighbors everywhere. Neighbor Daryl was the only person in that neighborhood I liked. But just so packed in. So many people. It's so much better here. So much better. No, this is it's a Blue Yeti. It's my old streaming mic from when I was a Twitch streamer. Logan, oh my god, how much time do you have, dude? Because that is a loaded topic. Some bullshit is what it is. Hey, your bike is capable of these things, but unless you pay us money for the bike you already paid for, we're going to turn them off. That is extortion, my friend. That is some serious KTM shit. It's like when you buy a video game and there's DLC on the disc. Yeah, sort of. Alright, I am going to close entries. And the winner of the third, right, Critter? Third set of fork guards is... Brian Cruz. Email me, Brian. Cruz or Cruzy. Not really sure. Email me at dork@dorkandtheroad.com, and I will connect you with Charles, who will get your information and get those sent to you. Thank you, and congratulations. It's an interesting question, Garrick, because I definitely feel like I have a lot of the advantages of camping on my porch, but I get to sleep in my own bed. So it's like... I still like to go camping, and it's fun to get out and see other different places, but if it's just about getting into the woods and peace and quiet, I can sleep in my own bed and go out in the morning and drink coffee and, like, soak it up, you know? Thank you, Critter. Yeah, congrats, Brian. Congrats. Yeah, I saw that Spite did. I didn't actually watch the video, but I saw that he had it. I saw it popped up on my feed. Spite is his channel's blowing up. He went from 0 to bigger than me in like 5 minutes after his falling out with Yami. Good question, Elder. I actually promised you guys a camping trip on the Tenere, and then I loaned it to Andrew, so I don't have it. So I went out on the 450L instead. But so I owe you a camping trip. I'm gonna do my full mods video on the Tenere, and then I need to get. I got to do a 1,000-mile review on it. I want to do a video comparing the Norden and the Tenere because, you know, I'm very experienced on both right now. But it's just been so like, it's not a great excuse, but it is what's happening. I just get so busy doing other stuff that I feel like I need to get out and ride the Tenere quite a bit more to kind of remember all the things, all the thoughts that I had about it. I don't want to just do it to like do it to hit the keywords. I want it to be useful. You know what I mean? So that means I need to get out and ride the bike and think about it and do a little pre-work before I just barf out a video. Email me, Brian. Dork at dorkintheroad.com. Dork at dorkintheroad.com. Say, hey, I won some fork guards. And I will take it from there. Oh shit, that reminds me. The dealership was supposed to call me about... I'm trying to get the heated grips for my Norden. But I want the factory ones because you can control them with your existing controls on your handlebars. So you can go in the menu and turn them on. So I won't have to add something to my handlebars, and that's like worth it to just keep it clean to me. So I'm waiting for those, but they were supposed to call me when they came in. They're supposed to be in a week. And they haven't yet, so I need to call them back. Dude, you got snow? That sucks. Is the suspension on the Touareg better than the T7? I did not know if I rode it enough to say for sure. Logan. And it's hard to know because, you know, you don't really get to fiddle with the settings, right? Like the Tenere, I tweaked the settings on the Tenere on the way up to Tyee Mountain Lookout at the Touratech Rally, and it was a completely different bike after that. So if you get a bike, like when I bought my 450L, and the first time I took it out, it was so stiff and uncomfortable because the guy had for some reason cranked everything super tight. So I cranked it back down, and it's a much different motorcycle, so it's hard to say. Just because it depends on settings. And I'm not an expert. And I'm way heavier than the average rider. The suspension on my 450L is kind of unbelievable. I can't believe how the hits it'll take. Like, I was jumping... Like, I was out, I found a new trail at Shotgun, and it just had a shit ton of water bars, and I was just like, I'm not going to slow down. I'm on a 450L, so it was just jump, jump, and it was just not bottoming. My Norden was bottoming every time I jumped it on the wobbler. I have seen the pictures, Gary. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I'm underwhelmed by the design, but I will reserve judgment until I can see one in person. Or at least clear, not blurry photos. Because we don't even know if that's the final design. But if it's cool, I'm pre-ordering one. And I'll have to sell one of my bikes. And I don't know which one. So it's a tough call. Definitely enjoy riding my Norden more, but the Tenere will last forever. And it's still super fun. Every time I get out, I'm like, damn, why don't I ride this more? It's like the perfect size. Hard to say. Oh yeah, P. Well, then you know the joys of, ruts so deep that your foot pegs are scraping. Do you think the Tenere would benefit from riding modes? I actually really like the riding modes on my Norden. But that's not really what the Tenere is. They almost need to make like a Tenere X or something that's got like a little bit more features if you want to pay a couple grand more. Logan, my guess on the Transalp is $12,000. That's my guess. They'll want it to compete with the Tenere, but it's Honda, so they'll overbuild it. So around 12. That would be my guess. 11, 12, something like that. I certainly enjoy the riding. The off-road mode on my Norden makes me a better rider because I don't have to think as much. I can just give it gas and it will take care of it if I do something stupid, which is nice. What got me into motorcycles? What a great question in real life. It was my dad back in the day. And I got my endorsement like when I was 17. He paid for it for me to take the class and everything, and then I just never got a motorcycle. So it wasn't until I was like 40, or no, like 38, that my buddy Duck Fan got a bike, and I was like, I always wanted to get a bike, and it sort of reignited all that. So I guess the spark was there, but it was sort of a coal, an ember that was blown back into life. Brian, yes, well, okay, I'm biased. So this hard versus soft panniers debate is an endless one, but two things to consider. I'll just throw this out. One, I have never watched a BDR movie where someone did not get their hard pannier knocked off of their bike, and often it leads to it being irreparable, so they have to strap it on or leave it behind or something, right? So those things, they aren't forgiving when you hit something off-road. And the other thing to consider is, what would you rather have your leg pinned under? A hard metal case or a soft bag that's going to give and stretch and flex? Because I've been pinned under one and not the other, and I have never broken a bone on a motorcycle, knock on wood. So I think it's a lot safer to rock the soft panniers. I do not see a disadvantage to soft panniers, especially when you buy good ones that have a lifetime guarantee. You know, I'm biased, but Giant Loop stuff, it's cheaper to buy a soft pannier setup and have it guaranteed forever and be safer, and they're just as good on the road as they are off. The only advantage to hard panniers, in my opinion, is security. But people don't, like, Giant Loop, Harold loves to talk about this at Giant Loop because, you know, he's been in the soft luggage business for 15 years, and they just don't deal with theft. People just don't. It doesn't happen. Like, people are going to take your whole bike, or they're going to take something easy picking. So if your shit's all locked up, or, you know, strapped down, and, you know, they might take something off the top of your bike, or grab your GPS or your phone if you leave it out there, but no one's going to go digging through your bags. Don't park in dumb places, you know, don't be in sketchy places. And theft is not as big an issue as people think it is. Just be smart. But I'm biased because I literally, you know, make my living making videos for a soft luggage company, so, you know. Tough to say. Strictly long-distance touring? Do I get to take it off-road or no? Because if I want to ride it off-road, then it would be hard not to go with the Tiger. The Tiger 1200 or the 900. Norden with a decent windshield would be good for that. Yeah, the other nice thing about, like, say you buy a set of Giant Loop soft panniers and the pannier mounts, I have a set of Round the Worlds, and I move them from my Norden to my Tenere. Back and forth. If I had a set of factory hard cases or whatever, I couldn't do that. I would have to have a set for each bike. But I just lift it off, stick it on the other bike. Only highway's tough. I don't know, I might buy a Goldwing or something. They do, Moto Camp Nerd. They do. I actually covered all of that in a video I made for Giant Loop's channel about soft luggage security. So you guys could check that out if you want. Well, I'm working on, I think my next one's going to be about exhaust heat. Because Harold says we get a ton of questions about that. Tiger 1200, Dork in the Road. Google it. It was at Touratech last year, so it came out probably in July of this year. Yeah, I sold it. DRZ's gone. Okay. I do miss the bike because I really liked it, but I'm not, like, dying right now. And, like, I'm not, like, thinking about getting another one actively, but I could see myself getting another one someday. I've not ridden a GS yet. What's up, Ray? It's my wife's cat. It's nice to be where the food is. You get to see all the animals. Ray? Nope. She's just eating. She's not interested in what I'm talking about. Well, there you go, Moto Camp Nerd. It's not just you. People ask a lot. Should we give away more stuff? Let's give away more stuff. All right. Let's do... okay, how many KLR owners do we have in here? Be nice to give away that second set. How many of you all have a Gen 3 KLR? It has to be Gen 3. So we're talking 22, 23. Later, Eddie. See you soon. DR650 is a great bike. That is an excellent do-it-all machine. Super underrated in my opinion. And I've never even ridden one. That's just what I think. Based on what I know about it. Raise your hand if you have a Gen 3 KLR. Raise your hand. Bye, Ray. Alright, I got 2 emails. John and Doug. Was at least 2 of you. Sharp Pampers, you still here? I got Brian's email. I got Jamie's email. Sweet. Nice. Ken, Leif, David, P. Damn, so many emails right now. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So I just, again, I have to make this super clear because literally I said it last time and somebody entered who didn't actually own the bike that we were, or somebody won that didn't actually own the bike. Admittedly, he was a little bit behind, so he didn't even see the warning. Not trying to criticize him specifically, just saying it proves my point. So, we're going to give away a 5-piece set of accessories, carbon fiber accessories, but they're specifically for a Gen 3 KLR 650. I have other prizes for everybody, but this one is just for the KLR owners. So, these are the two shroud covers, okay? You got the rear brake reservoir cover, and you got a set of carbon fiber fork guards. It's a 5-piece set, okay? So please don't enter this time if you don't have a Gen 3 KLR or you don't know someone who has a Gen 3 KLR, because it would be a shame to take a prize away from someone that can use it. Cool? Makes sense? Y'all with me? Okay. I still have more prizes for everyone else, but let's give away the fork guards right now. And so if you're a KLR owner, you should enter this giveaway. If you're not, please don't. All right. Here we go. This is for the second 5-piece set of KLR carbon fiber accessories. Please type !enter if you're one of the 5 or 6 people that have one of those. If you do not have a KLR 650 Gen 3 2022 or 2023, please wait for the next giveaway. Sharp Pampers, I know, has a KLR 650 because he bought mine. So I know he has one. I've personally ridden it. Yeah, you legally have to go buy one. That's exactly right, Logan. And you have to buy it from Matt at Power. Those are the rules. I don't make the rules. Actually, I do. That's a rule I just made. Based on a suggestion by Logan. So thanks, Logan. Alright, looks like we got about 8 or 9. Should we draw a winner? Anyone else have a Gen 3 KLR? We can't leave it open too long because then the people that just come in, they're like, oh, we're entering, and they'll just enter. And then we have to do the whole draw a second winner thing. So if you win, I'm going to need you to confirm that you can use the price. Okay, please. So if not, I can give it to someone else. Because, you know, giveaways aren't fun if they go to people that don't want the thing that they won. Uh-oh, camera froze. Look where the camera froze! Oh my god. You guys can still hear me, I bet. Look at my stupid face. I hate it. GoPros are the freaking worst, dude. They're the worst. It's better work. It worked. Stupid piece of crap GoPro. God. All they do is overheat and stop working. Alright. I'm going to close with entries. And the winner of the KLR accessory pack is Jeremy Sloan. Jeremy Sloan, please confirm that you have a Gen 3 KLR or you know someone who does. That you want to give this to. Yeah, it wasn't frozen in a great place. But that's the story of my life. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? God, I got an e-bike today. It arrived in a box and I put it together. And I was screwing around in the yard and I promptly crashed it and did a backflip. So I got that on video. Pretty exciting. Jeremy, can you use this prize? You said woohoo, so I'm going to guess you know. Okay, good. All right. Congrats, man. Email me. Email me. I actually took the rest of the whiskey you bought me on my last camping trip, by the way. I was saving it for a special occasion. All right. Congrats. You got that one, Critter. Thank you. Also, Critter is helping me out tonight, keeping track of all this. So if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to Critter Moto. Because if you're here, you must like dual sport, adventure, moto camping stuff, I hope. So if you do, Critter makes really good content. Go subscribe to him, please. It'd be really cool if you got a whole bunch of new subs on the stream tonight as a thank you. No, the opposite problem, Lexty. Opposite problem. I got it on a hill and it like stopped and I accidentally turned the pedal assist all the way off and so it started rolling backwards and I couldn't get my feet and I fell on the freaking hill and did a back like literally a backward somersault right in front of my camera. Not my finest hour, but thank God I got it on camera. Thank God. But it's funny because I have probably had a half dozen to 10 e-bike companies reach out to me and say, hey, do you want an e-bike? And I always say yes because I think it'll be fun to mess around with one on the property or use it for like getting around like a Touratech. Ton of good ideas, right? And then they always just like ghost me. So this is the first company that's actually followed through. What up, ADV Oregon? Brian Curtis, we were literally just talking about that. Were you here? That's crazy. I'm making a video about that for Giant Loop. Here's the short version of exhaust heat, okay? As long as nothing is making direct contact with your exhaust, you're probably fine. If it is, or you're concerned, get a heat shield. Giant Loop's design is the one that everyone steals. There's Feminine Tomboy, she knows. And if you buy a Giant Loop soft luggage, like saddlebags, it comes with one. But as long as it's not making direct contact with the exhaust, you're usually okay. The thing to look out for that people forget is the actual exhaust, because the exhaust is hundreds of degrees. It can melt turn signals and bags, so you got to make sure that your straps and your turn signals and your bags are clear of where the exhaust comes out, as well as not impacting or touching the actual exhaust anywhere. And that includes underneath on the header, because I had a strap too close to it one time on a tank bag and it melted through and came off on the freeway. That's actually on video too. So you got to watch out for that. But don't make direct contact and you should be okay. Just get a heat shield. They do the job. You just got to make sure there's airflow under the heat shield. So you can't block it off. That's all. Yeah, if you melt it to the bike, there's no need for straps. Yeah, straps are for the weak. Yeah. Yep. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. That's the short version of the video I'm going to make. Oh, Garrick, that is a members only story. That is an after party story. You only even know that because you saw the video because only members have seen it. So we'll talk about it later. Oh, dude, you and Amanda both, Moto Camp Nerd. That happened to her, too. So be careful with that, too. I try to put things that I can afford to lose on the exhaust side, just in case. Not in panniers, but like in the saddlebags that sit right on top of it. So, like, on the way back from this last trip, I put my slippers on the bottom, because if they get melted through, whatever. But I don't want my tent or my mattress or my sleeping bag on that side. I was Shart, yeah. I was running the Giant Loop, the Siskiyou panniers, which I made a video of. And I just left it on because I have probably 4 of them. Just from various pieces of luggage that I've gotten that came with them. Man, a super bike. They're so uncomfortable for fat guys. I don't understand how some of these guys do it. It's not a comfortable... It's not a comfortable position when you have a lot of gut. Depends on the bike, I guess, but the ones where you're really laying over the top. Yeah, no. Yeah, February, Garrick. So if you're looking for this thing is going to revolution, like it's the only product like it on the market. Period. This Cactus canteen. I actually got to touch the prototypes when I was in Bend last weekend, and they are sweet. First of all, they're smaller than you think. They're like this big and like this long for the 1 gallon, but they are super rugged and awesome. And once I got my hands on I mean, I was getting one anyway, but I probably will never use my manta ray again because this thing is exactly what you want that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And I don't mind telling you that I have ruined 2 manta rays because they're just not designed to be constantly vibrating and shaking around. They develop like micro leaks. So it's not like the end of your trip, but you definitely have a slow leak going on because it's just a Mylar bag inside. So they're really good for like, they're empty. You drive to your campsite, you fill up the bag, take it back to your campsite, use it, empty it, take it home. They're not designed for filling up and taking with you full. I think even Moto Camp Nerd would agree with me there. And I know that from thoroughly testing them in places they're not supposed to be. One night, here and there, they'll do it. I had no problem for the first, 10, whatever trips. But eventually, the hard use gets to them. These Cactus canteens, no freaking way, man. It is the same as an armadillo bag. Like, I guarantee you can run it over with your motorcycle, and it will not affect it. I'm pretty stoked. This thing just doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. There just isn't a water-carrying... And yeah, I'm biased, so deal with it. But there isn't a water-carrying container that's this rugged, that's soft. I mean, obviously, like a Rotopax is rugged, but you're always dealing... It's the same thing with the gas bag. You're always dealing with that Rotopax, whether it's full or empty, and they're heavy. Cactus canteen, you roll that thing up, stick it in your bag, you're good. So anyway, pre-order now, because they're 30% off if you pre-order. Moto Camp Nerd, I haven't used my water cell yet. Sorry, dude. I didn't need it on the last trip. I took my gravity filter because I thought we were going to be camping by the creek, and I was trying to go ultralight. So when I get out on the Tenere, I'll take it. But off the top of my head, the Cactus Canteen is like the water cell wrapped in a Cordura sack. So it's better. Because Cordura is pretty abrasion resistant, I hear. That's why we protect our skin with it when we ride. Critter, how many giveaways do we have left? 2? You guys are like 12 seconds behind me, so I asked a question and it takes a minute. That's how live streaming works. But I have an excellent connection because I have gigabit internet here, so we should not have issues. If we do, they're definitely YouTube's fault. Sorry, that was right in front of the mic. It was probably really loud. Okay, well, I know we have at least one more giveaway. So let's do one more while I refresh my beverage and empty my bladder. 3 forks? Holy crap. Sweet. Okay, we're going to do 2 at once. How about that? I'm going to draw 2 winners on this giveaway. So, fork guards, mostly for dual sport and adventure motorcycles. I don't want to promise anything else, so if you don't have a dual sport or adventure motorcycle, I don't know if you want to enter because you may not be able to use the prize, but we're going to do entries right now for... I'm going to give away 2 sets. I'm going to draw 2 winners this time. Okay, so because I'm going to go pee, and then I'm going to get a beer, and then I'll be right back. So, here you go. Exclamation point enter. If you want to win some fork guards. Here. I'll leave this fork guard right here where you can look at it so you know what you're entering to win. There you go. Quality entertainment is all we have here at Dork on the Road. cold as I'd like. Hi, Chewy. Chewy's been here the whole time, by the way. He's just curled up in a ball on the other end of the couch, because that's what he does. Oh, shit. What? This is what you're entering to win. Carbon fiber. Pure carbon fiber, manufactured by A to Z Composites. Experts in the field of carbon fiber manufacturing, because they make parts for military drones and competition jet skis. They make end caps for FMF exhaust. I have an example here. I don't know what I did with it. This is a big box of crap. He sent me too much. They make the carbon fiber end caps for the FMFs. See? They make these. And all of his parts are guaranteed for 5 years. So, if you don't win, oh shit, this is open, and you want some carbon fiber parts, there is a discount code, 15%. Promo code Dork in the road, because Charles is hooking it up. He's a cool guy. All right, let's draw 2 winners. Close entries. Winners of Fort Guards are, and if you win, you have to email me at dork@dorkontheroad.com. Please don't forget to do that, because if you don't email me, you don't win. I'm not psychic. I'm psycho. I'm not psychic. Hey, Colin. First winner is Garrick. Congrats. Did you already win tonight, Garrick? And second winner is Scott Broyles. Congrats. So you both got to email me, dork@dorkontheroad.com. Tell me what you won. Show me what you're working with. And I will get you connected with Charles. Well, I kind of thought I was going to be here, but... oh well, we love him anyway. He might watch the replay. Who knows? He's very enthusiastic. He's very enthusiastic. It's rigged, Scott. You won, dude. Did you rig it? Did you rig the contest, dude? That's not cool. For yourself. Alright, we got one more to go. One more set of Fort Guards, I'm told. By my moderator, / nanny, / the guy you need to go follow right now if you haven't. Critter Moto. 5 bands to listen to for the rest of my life? You guys would be surprised at my choices. People make a lot of assumptions about me based on the kind of content that I make. Yeah, you'd be shocked. My favorite band of all time is Bad Religion. I took my kid to see them in Bend a couple months ago. Yeah, Sharp Pampers, I thought you were going to win, for sure. I thought, there's no way the guy that bought my KLR doesn't win. That right there pulls it's not... pulls? No. That right there shows it isn't rigged. Because you think, like, the guy that gave me thousands of dollars would be, you know, would be a shoo-in. Sorry, man. You can just order that shit from him and use the discount code. He'll hook it up. Actually, if you were, like, willing to drive down and let me make a video on the bike, he'd probably send them to you for free. He was pretty sad that I didn't have mine anymore. But how sweet is this? How sweet is this? That is screen printed on carbon fiber. Like, that's not a sticker. Like, that's underneath the surface. Like, it's pretty dang cool. Pretty dang cool. I have these on my 450L. This set is actually for the bras. Excuse me. Oh, no, these aren't for the bras. The bras ones are shorter. It's just a bonus set. I miss my DRZ, too. Charles sent me a set of these for Tim and a set for Travis. He's a cool guy. He likes to hook it up. Congrats, Colin. Oh, you're Ride Adventures, Colin? What's up, man? You doing good? Good to see you. Well, you might be able to ask Scott. I don't know. I don't know if you want. I don't know if that costs him more money. I would totally like just offer it, but I don't know if it's more expensive or what. I mean, you might be able to pay the difference. I don't know if you really want this garbage on your bike. Do you want this garbage on your bike? I mean, come on. You don't want to claim that you know me. I'm not sure what they cost, Mario, to be honest. I haven't even looked. Let's explore the website together. I used to have this set up where I could like show you a website, and redid the setup at some point, and I don't have it anymore. There's a link in the description, by the way, and you can check out the site and use the discount code. Pretty sweet. Fork guards are $70. Yeah. And he's got a pipe guard for $6.90s. Yeah, so those 5-piece kits are like $250 that we're giving away. So it is a nice prize. It's a nice prize. Oh, good, Colin. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear your healing up. Yeah, you're gonna save 15% with the code, so that's something. They're really good for bikes that don't have inverted forks because, you know, they cover the part that's down by the wheel that's getting beat up. They're almost cosmetic on bikes with inverted forks, but not that those don't take damage. But almost. Fish out. The whole tank... What do you mean, Nathan? Sorry. You guys are behind me, so I sometimes forget what I said. By the time you comment. By the time I see your comment. You're commenting in real time, but I don't see it for like 20 seconds or a minute or whatever. Has anyone not subscribed to Critter? Because you probably should go subscribe to Critter. He's a cool guy. He's helping us out tonight. Thanks, Scott. Just because I'm just going to connect you with Charles, so you just ask Charles if he can do it for you, if you really want it. Because he's a cool guy, and he probably just will. If for some reason you want to rock that garbage, but you got to send me a picture of it, okay? What is that noise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What BDM are going to do next? I will tell you. Oregon. Sorry, there's a weird... I just got a really cool Facebook post, sorry. That was cool. Sorry. I got sidetracked. Okay, Scott, I'm in. I would like to ride the Cabra South at some point, but as it's one of the hardest, and I feel like I'm not a very good rider, I don't know that I want to jump right into that. But having the 450L set up for that type of riding makes me feel better because I can take it and do stuff. With the 3-gallon tank, I'm only getting about 40 miles to the gallon, and I think there's 2 reasons for that. One, I'm fat. So I'm heavy, there's a lot of wind resistance, but also I'm a little heavy on the throttle, so I'm not getting the 50 that people say they're going to get. But even at 40, 42, you know, I've got 120 miles of range, which is enough for most sections. In worst case, I just bring an armadillo bag to get an extra gallon or 2. Thanks, Critter, you're a rock star. Rock star. You know, there's nothing like having a guy named Shark Pamper subscribing to you, you know? That's where it's at. That is where it's at. Doing any of out of US too? I would love. I'm going to do Baja this winter. So that'll be sweet. Is it, so have you done the south section, Meerkat? Is it like all sandy, bro? Because I hear the south is just sand, 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 sand. Well, Critter doesn't tell us how to get to the spots. He just shows them to. I guess he does say the names of the lakes and stuff that he's at. Thank you, Sherman, for following our boy Critter. I told him I'd pay him in shout out, so it's gotta be lucrative. It's gotta be worth his time. I'm doing it with the call. I'm doing it with Ride Adventures, dude. You want to come? I'm gonna do the level 4 though, the supposedly advanced. Tyler swears I can handle it. I'm a little skeptical, but we'll see. We'll see. You're saying people in Vancouver are basically Amish? ADV Oregon? Thank you, Alice. Subscribe to my boy Critter. Dude, sand on the DRZ is cake, bro. I loved riding sand on my DRZ. On like a... there you go, Brad. That's worth like at least 10 subs. It's interesting riding sand on a dual sport because it's almost like you get a half-second grace period because you can like literally crank the bars all the way. And as long as you turn them back in a reasonable amount of time, you won't crack, like you won't turn because sand is just like, it's so slow to react. I don't know. Yeah, that was... Sand is fun under the right circumstances on the right bike. On a big bike, I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan. Should we give away the last set of fork guards? Yeah, ruts and sand are bad. Alright. Let's give away the last set. So, hold on. Let me give you a realistic example. They look like this. Whoop! Carbon fiber. Fork guards. Carbon fiber. This guy literally makes crap for military drones. And you're getting military drone technology on your own bike. Yeah, Colin, great bike. I'm going to actually ride one of their Africa Twin, or one of their Tenerays, I think, because I'm not going to ride my bike down to California and then do it. I'm going to fly down. But let's give away one more set. So if you have a dual sport or adventure bike and you want some protection for your forks, we got carbon fiber protection right here. Right here. Okay, so all you got to do to enter is ! Enter. And if you win, you got to email me at dork@dorkintheroad.com. And again, big shout out and thank you to A to Z Composites for contributing 8 prizes worth, well shit, if they're $80 each, so $500 plus another, so $1,000 in stuff tonight. He contributed in prizes for giveaways for us on the live stream. So what a cool guy! Thank you very much to Charles from A to Z Composites for doing that, for making that happen. He's a cool dude. So check out his website even if you don't win, and remember that you get 15% off with promo code Dork in the Road if you decide to pop over. He's got KLR stuff. He's got a guard, one like exhaust guard for the 690, and then the universal fork guards. So that's what he's got so far. He's sort of launching his motorsports business outside of the FMF end caps, which he's been making for them forever. And everything is 5 years guaranteed. So that's pretty cool. Because I have beat the shit out of some carbon fiber before. So nice to have it guaranteed and know that if you do, you know he's going to help you out. And if you buy something, tell him Dork sent ya. Tell him Dork sent ya. Okay, should we draw a winner? What do you think? Critter, you got me? So if you win, ! No. What? If you win, dork@dorkintheroad.com, you got to email me. You have to be in the U.S. or Canada. And I will connect you with Charles, and you can tell him what bike you have, and he can figure out what works for you. Matt Stir. Congratulations, Matt Stir. You're the winner of our final giveaway of the night. The fork guards, composite fork guards, carbon fiber fork guards, courtesy of our friends at Z Composites, who generously sponsored all the giveaways tonight. So that is super cool. And I always appreciate people that are willing to give stuff to the community, to give back to the community, because I just appreciate you guys so much. You're the reason I'm able to live my dream, literally. And so I just, anytime I get a chance to give back, I try my best to secure discount codes and giveaways and stuff for you guys, because y'all deserve it. Y'all make my world go round like this. Yeah. No, Tarmac, I don't generally ride at night. Just not something that I've ever needed to do. Some people do it for fun. That's cool. I just don't like hitting deer. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. You're a rock star. Thanks, Logan. I mean, we're still going to hang out for another 20 minutes, so y'all don't have to bail. People do. And then we'll do the after party. So if you want to hang out on the after party, just got to be a channel member or a patron. It's good to do that. Do that $1 a month. You know how it is. Get early access to videos, merchandise discounts, and other perks, as I say. Water crossing on the Wobbler dried up. That's sad. It was barely there when I did it, you know. Oh, NCAP is a beauty. Thank you, David. You're a cool guy. And everyone likes you. I want you to know that. Just know that everyone likes you. Okay. Good, Meerkat. Yeah. Go follow Meerkat. Oh shit, Jake's here. There's no bird. Where do you see a bird? There's no damn bird. Is there a bird in my house? It's probably a bat. Okay, everyone keeps saying bird. I don't see a bird back there. Should I get up and look? I gotta get a beer anyway. Because, like, the chimney's totally open, so it's theoretically possible that a bird could fly in here. It would be a freaking comedy to watch me try to deal with a damn bird. Oh. Oh. Sticker packs are so much work, critter. What's up, Jake? Jake was supposed to come to Baja with me, but he's not, sadly. There's no bird in my house. You guys are full of shit. I guarantee if there was a bird in here, you'd hear my wife screaming from upstairs. This is not very cold. I'm annoyed. Claims at 31 degrees. I don't feel it. Oh, it's Bigfoot. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. A bunch of dumbasses from Jake's Discord came in and all started saying the same things. I see how it is. I love you guys. You made me look for a damn bird. You jackasses. Jeremy, let's go. Let's go to Baja. Take Jake's spot. Unbelievable. I was getting a beer anyway. It is theoretically possible. You guys freaking brought back like a memory from when I was a kid, because when I was like literally 8 years old, I was home alone and a bird flew down the chimney and it was flying around my house, and I couldn't catch it because I'm home alone. It's like 8 years old. So I finally went and got the cat, and the cat like literally he saw it like this, and I swear to God, no shit, he jumped up, caught that bird in midair in his mouth. One jump. He didn't even hesitate. I just picked him up and put him outside and let him have the bird. That was how I got rid of the bird. So y'all gave me flashbacks to some shit that happened 35 years ago. So thanks for that. Thanks for that. Yeah, Jeremy, I gotta hang out with my kid, or my wife, I guess. I don't know. Sunday. Shit happens. I'm probably gonna be hungover because I'm having a few people over tomorrow night. Brian, you want to come down tomorrow night? I got room. It's about 2-hour drive for you. Not even. Hour and a half. Oh, yeah, cats are very useful. Sean, not Brian. God damn it. In my head, I have this thing with names, and I always think, no, the name that I think it is wrong. So I do the reverse, but I had it right in the first place. I'm a fucking idiot. I've been drinking. Anyway, Sean. Brian could come down too, he's just not here. Message me on Instagram. Jake, when are you coming up here to ride, bro? You can sleep in my basement. Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate the invite. What up, ape? There he is. I know, dude. I'm a fucking idiot. Honestly, Sean, did I call you Brian when we were in Bend that day? Because I've seriously been replaying it in my mind ever since and just like torturing myself because I feel like I did. Yeah. Stroke DRZ. I've seriously had a phobia of getting people's names wrong since I was like 10 years old because I screwed it up once at a family thing, so I'm so bad with names. So it's a lot for me to admit that I screwed that up just now. Just know. That's how much I love you. I have not watched Andor yet. I was sort of waiting for it to be done so I could watch it all at once. My 450L is a 2019, so it's the first year, so it is one of the older ones. And yes, it does have that issue. Not as much as I thought, but it does happen. You guys do not look alike. Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah. Anyway, I crashed an e-bike and did a backflip today, so that was the second most embarrassing thing that happened. Would I consider upgrading my Tenere to a world rate if they brought it to the US? It would depend. Isn't it, like, crazy expensive? Like, isn't it, like, way more? Like, $5,000 more or something? Because then it's, like, you're in 890R territory, right? You're in Norden territory. So it's hard to just... I don't know. I don't know enough about the rally to the rally... World Raid, not Rally Raid, to answer that question. I did stick the landing. I'm so glad I have it on video. And I think what I'm going to do with that is, I'm not going to put it in the... I'm not going to put that footage in the review. I'm going to put it after the credits at the very end, so only people that watch the whole damn review get rewarded with the video of me doing a backflip. It's not a backflip. That makes it sound way cooler than it was. It's a backwards somersault on the ground, falling downhill backwards. Well, 2,000 more isn't as bad. That puts you in Touareg territory. I don't know. I could probably sell my Tenere for 13 grand. I don't want to be that guy, so I probably wouldn't, but I see it all the time in the group, in the Tenere group on Facebook. I don't have pics, I have video, Jeremy. Does the Grom have enough power to pull me up hills? In first gear, yes. In second gear, not so much. So if you go, Gary, I had one before. I had a 2019, or I had a 2020. I have a video of trail riding it, and there was some pretty decent hill climbs in that. And it's first gear pulling me up, no problem, but it was slow. Like, we're doing 12 miles an hour. I know, Critter. That's why I love you. You knew that. You knew that, bruh. Bruh. Here's the worst thing about the garage, filming in the basement instead of the garage, is I cannot have a Mr. Puff Puff on the after party like I often did before in the garage because I can't smoke in the house. So I'd have to move all my setup out to the garage and smoke out there, or the porch. So no Mr. Puff Puffs on camera anymore, which is fine. We avoid the demonetization that way, I suppose. Yeah, Jeremy, the deals were ridiculous, bro. There was a freaking Fandango tank bag for $15. $15. Stick my head in the fireplace. I could build like a chamber, like around it, like a hyperbaric chamber that would like blow all the smoke up and out of the house. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's no party like a West Coast party, but that doesn't mean it's a good party. It could be exceptionally bad, just as easily as it's exceptionally good. What's up down by the river? Jake, did Jake and the guys just come in to make me think I had a bird in my house and leave? Or are they gone now? Bye, Jake. Good to see you, bud. It's probably like 3 o'clock in the morning in Texas, so he does his best. That's how math works, right? Yeah, I mean, there's probably a way, but it's easier just going out on the porch and smoking out there. That would be a lot easier than building a freaking smoke hut. A reverse hot tent. I guess it's not reverse, because a hot tent has a chimney. Just a hot tent. I could buy a hot tent, and the chimney is my chimney, and I just smoke inside of it. Yeah, I was kidding about the 3 a.m. thing. I can add 2 hours to where I am, but that's less fun than making a ridiculous joke. Bro, down by the river. That is how it's done. And I always hesitate to say this to people because advocating for buying multiple motorcycles or whatever is like frowned upon, but start on a small bike. Start on something like a TW200. Learn the skills. Get confident. Because on a big adventure bike, you have to commit fully. And that is very difficult to learn when all you've ever ridden is the big bike that is huge, right? You have to learn the confidence to fully commit to things on the bigger bike on a smaller bike. And some people just don't get that. Or some people buy the big bike because that's what they want, and that's great. Eventually you're going to be... But it's so hard to learn on that. It's so much easier to learn on a smaller bike. So kudos and bravo to you. That's how it's done. Dude, Tenere is such a fun bike. It's so good. It's so good. It's like if I didn't have... If I bought it and never got the Norden, I would swear it was the best adventure bike of all time. And it's definitely up there, but that Norden is so fun to ride, too. It's hard to go back and forth. If only they could make a KTM with Japanese reliability. That would be the perfect motorcycle. DRZ is a great bike to start on if you're tall enough to not be intimidated by the height. Nice, dude. Good for you. Good for you. Is that a German Shepherd in your profile pic? It's hard to tell. It's very small. 500X is not a bad bike to start riding on, but on the street, it's not really an adventure bike. You can do some gravel on it. I mean, it'll do it. Like, a skilled rider can do a lot, but it's hard to... You're limited, Oh, crap. That reminds me, my brother's going to be here. He's got his 500X. He's moving back, so maybe we can finally get out and ride together. Yeah, Ben, you definitely need to buy a smaller bike. I honestly, and I don't ever say this in videos because people, again, not everyone can do this, but a dual sport and an adventure bike is the best combo because you're dual sport, you can take trail riding, you can go do forest exploring or whatever, the harder, more technical stuff. You can learn on it, all that stuff. But if you want to go a long distance and go camping or whatever, an adventure bike is where it's at, dude. So having both is a perfect combination because your bases are covered. It's pretty cool. Oh, nice, river. Down by the river. What's up, Mad Max the Moto Mutt? I can't believe a dog is typing on YouTube right now. That's crazy. Yeah, Chewie needs more of a backpack. He's an idiot, though. He wouldn't sit still. He's sleeping over there with his back leg up under his chin like this. It's the creepiest damn thing. You want to see him? I could point the camera over there. He got mad. I saw it said his name and his eyes open like this. Is it Zeta or Zeta? Down by the river. Zay or Z? Oh, Critter. You silly guy. You silly guy. Critter's crushing it tonight. If you haven't subscribed to Critter, go subscribe to Critter. You got to see his... The guy rides a 250L in places and ways that I never thought possible. No shit. He proves everything that I said about that bike wrong. But then you realize he's put thousands of dollars into his suspension and made it into a wholly different bike. But that's not the point, okay? That's not the point. The point is he's awesome. He's a good rider. Takes that thing all literally international travel. And he's a Giant Loop ambassador. And for some reason his discount code is better than mine. But I'm not bitter. No. Not bitter. This much bitter. 0. It's not a touche situation. Yeah. Okay, Jake, but serious question. How much of that did you pay for? Dude, I would love to ride in Alaska. That's a dream. That's a dream. Jake's 300 is bomb. It's so fun to ride. Yeah, you guys keep saying exchange rate, but people in America can use his code. So it's still better. It's still better, because you can use it here. Don't exchange rate me. You can use my code in Canada, too. Is it base 22 KLR for 5,500? I don't remember what the MSRP is. Is that a good price? Mario, I'm probably not going to put pannier racks on my 450L. I'm trying to keep it kind of light, but that's a really nice offer, dude. I would love to ride to Prudhoe Bay. So I'm trying to rock... Actually, that's what both of next week's videos are about, are my moto camping setup on the 450L with the Coyote and stuff. Bro, your bike got stolen? That sucks. Wizard, you missed so much stuff, dude. Like, we're literally ending the stream in 1 minute, and we're switching over to the after party. So, if you want to keep hanging out, and you're not a channel member or a patron, now's the time to sign up for Patreon or to be a channel member here on YouTube, because I'm going to post an unlisted link to the stream, and y'all will be able to pop over. Yeah, honestly, I don't think the adventure, unless you really want those small side cases, is worth the extra money. So if you can get a good deal on a base model, get a good deal on a base model and customize it the way that you want to. Nice, down by the river. That's good. People need to wave more. It annoys me when people don't wave. All right, so I'm going to take off. We are going to switch to the after party. So, channel members and patrons, I'm going to post a link to that after party stream on Patreon and in a community post on my channel here on YouTube. So, just go over to the community page and refresh it until it pops up. If you don't get a notification, and on Patreon, I'll just post it on Patreon, and you should get a notification. But if you don't, just go to my page. And I may run, get a beer, go pee, and then post it, because it takes me a second to set it up. But I just want to say thank you all for hanging out. Much appreciated. Thanks for coming. Thanks for entering the giveaways. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for being cool people. I appreciate your support. Everybody go subscribe to Jake if you haven't, because if you're not among the 800,000, what the hell are you doing? Subscribe to Critter. Thanks to Critter for helping organize everything tonight, and he's going to email me a list of winners just to make sure that nobody's cheating. But I'm going to bail, and I will see you on the after party, and if not, I will see you next month. So thanks, guys, and gals, and people, and humans. And do not forget, please do not forget. It's so important that you don't forget to be excellent to each other.